and making a lot of changes. You see, the algorithms is switched up. We ain't falling for the okie doke, the banana tailpipe no more. We know who we is as a people. We putting it out there with the receipts. They hit me with receipts that I got to share. So a lot of the new research that I'm putting up is other people's receipts. They're sending me receipts on something they heard me say or something they thought that I need to be up on. So big ups to the families across the land for sending me those receipts. And it take me a long time sometimes to get through my messages, but I don't even care. We trying to end this as soon as possible, and there's a lot going on. So let's get to it, Rich.
Anything you want to share with the family before we get to the Q&A? Anything?
Well, from my understanding, they made contact with the Anunnaki, or one of the families on the Earthborn. They landed on a military base from the intel they sent me, and had a conversation with one of the generals. But they already had boots on the ground in the Pentagon since the 50s. Right. So we've been in constant communication, and it's been a slow crawl to try to outmaneuver the garden plot of the Bush family, the Prescotts, the Bilderbergs, the Warburgs, the Rothschilds, what we call as the Illuminati, those who decided to catch us while we was in a Kali Yuga and use the secrets of the masters to keep us permanently asleep. It's not going to work. I'm chief of last resort. If you see me, shit was real bad, and neither side could fix the problem.
You say you the chief of last resort, huh? Damn.
And they always give me the dirty job, you know.
Why is that?
Because my loyalty is always being tested by the family to make sure that I don't switch up. So they give me all the dirty jobs, cleaning the horse stables, going out collecting the cow shit for the fires, all of the dirty jobs. And I'm just conditioned for dirty jobs now. So when you got a job that's so dirty, you got to smash somebody's dirt. They gonna call me, but before they let me step up, they gonna beat me damn near to death with rejection.
Damn. Do you yourself, like, is it something, you know, we each have certain things we focus on. Is you making contact, being that you say you're a reincarnation of Tahuti, is it like important to you to make contact with that bloodline, the Anunnaki bloodline, or you like,
no,
you just, you know,
fuck them niggas, how I feel about them. But you know, that's still part of the fatherland of Tahuti comes through Enki. You know, so you can't just totally dismiss the mama said honor your mother and thy father.
Right.
But the works that they've been doing on the earth for the last 200 and some million years, according to the Gregorian calendar, I have never liked it. But I was always outranked by somebody.
Who was you outranked by?
Uncles. Need I say bitch ass uncles, but that's my take on it. But they always outrank me, so they would always block my ascent, so to speak, to reclaim Earth for the Earthborn.
Right.
They cursed the day I was born in the beginning, and they cursed November the 10th right now. So any day that I came in on is it's a day that they despise. That's how they feel about it. Anunnaki don't like me at all on the Enlil lines. Anu line, because he got multiple wives. His other families, they all good. It's just the Enlil line, we water and oil, we'll never mix. So anytime that Enlil's anywhere in power, I know where he at. I can smell him. I can sense his energy. I can feel him walking on the land when he's present. He ain't here now. Right. So we got that much of a repulsive energy to each other because he want to disrespect my mama, and I'm gonna slap him in his mouth for it every time. I don't give a damn if he is my uncle. You step up to my mama, I'm gonna drop you. It ain't personal. You just don't step up to mama. That's it. And he always thought from the beginning he was better than her. That's why he got mad at her, and when she challenged him to produce a child without the aid of a woman. Go ahead. And they went in the laboratory and made a big mess. And now I got to clean it all up for him.
Man, Rod, man, we need to make this shit a movie, Rod. I swear, man.
They didn't made him in the movies. They didn't made him in the movies, and they didn't disguise the whole story, but it's been in our face the whole time.
Whole time, huh?
Star Trek, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T., Stargate SG-1, Stargate Deep. All this is just telling you the history. Jupiter Ascending is one of the best ones to understand what's going on right now, because the daughter that was supposed to be ascending to the Earth throne, my sister, who recently passed, she wanted to go back to her original place in the Pleiades. She didn't want to stay down here. She just came to help mama. She heard she was in distress. So she came. Right? So now we put the new world in order the right way under the matriarchy, and all of those rogue patriarchs who went on these rape campaigns and these bloodletting rituals and these slaughter rituals, let them go. Our people so adamant to hold on to the concepts of hate that they taught us to keep us under control. We worried about skin color, hair textures, nose size, lip size. Are you too fat? Are you too skinny? And all of those was little nuances of the divide and conquer that they tell us that happened in the Tower of Babel incident, which was the bombing of the base that we was about to defend ourselves, and we wasn't finished with it, but we were about to get it together. So in the Reconstruction, you know, they divided the languages. If you go east, you write from left to right, from right to left. But if you go west, you write from left to right. Right? That's in order to keep you operating on the opposite hemisphere of the brain. You can't never get right. You know, like my man in life, we walk around with the title "Can't Get Right" because you disoriented from your perceptions are all disoriented from misdirection. Right. So they was telling us a narrative. So when they say, hey, look over there, we all look. Yeah, but it was just something about me was like, well, why y'all not looking at that over here? And they were like, shut up, boy, you don't know nothing. So it get to the point where they didn't look in the misdirection, and the one doing the Penn and Teller got confused with their trick and forgot how to do the trick mid-trick and got stuck on stage trying to run an illusion, and they forgot how to get out the illusion. That's how they end up having to call me.
All right.
And it happened just like Big Mama said.
All right, let's get to this Q&A, Rod. I know these people are excited. They waiting. Let's start with the Q&A. Like I said, family, if you come on, one question, family, because we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it flowing. And in this, we'll probably be on for about an hour and a half tonight. So I want to get to as many people as I can in that limited amount of time. So let's get to the first person. Ali.
Shit. Yo.
Ali, what's happening, brother?
What's up, man? I'm Ali. I'm 21 years old. I'm from the south side of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, guys, like my older brothers, I've been watching you guys for years now. I respect y'all. Rod, I got a question for you, man. So the question is, like, living down here, I ain't allowed to leave. I got my passport took when I was 18 years old, and I took that as like I got some work to do down here. And the work is that I realized is the feminine energy is so oppressed and hurt. Like, I wasn't, after the age of 14, I can't see my cousins, female cousins, all women wearing burqas.
I know the culture.
The black side of my family, you know, because I got like European black, because it's cousins, you know, we're just a bunch of interbred cousins.
Yeah, I know the culture. I know the culture.
Yeah. So what I want to know is like, how can I raise that female frequency? I feel the trauma in the veins of the women. You see it in them. They've been beaten and abused, and the men are all sexually been assaulted and raped because of the separation of man and women. You feel me? That causes frustration, and that causes anger. You see the anger in the men. You feel me? You see it in them, and the women.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So let me go ahead.
No one's awoke. No one's awake around me. I've been trying for years, and everybody thinks I'm crazy. All my family thinks I'm crazy.
Yeah. So let me answer your question.
Wow, great question, brother.
The one they call Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, right? And they all go to jihad for Allah, right?
Yeah.
Now they gonna find out that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and Big Mama coming back, and she's gonna be putting her daughters back in a proper perspective in everybody's mind, so that they can go ahead and continue to be the assholes that they want to be right now. But when Big Mama take her seat, they got the answer to the mamas of the clans, and they all know who she is on their land and in their family. And it's going to be a trickle-down effect, and it's going down. So we passed wake them up now. This end game, we like so close to seeing the finish line that it's subject to pop at any minute. Don't even worry about it. Talk to the elder women about the matriarchy and how it's supposed to work. Some of them will remember because it's been passed down by oral tradition. And the Sufis hold all of the secret rituals of the women priesthood that's been stolen. They the only ones that kept all of the rituals intact. But the men can't activate the mitochondria like the women. Facts. So they can never make it work like the women. All they can do is preserve it as a what we call ceremonial priesthood. Right. So we talking Sufi order of the green light and Sufi order of the red light have both been subdued by the divine right. So don't worry about them. The campaign I was on with the burning of the face mask, it says until they burning face masks so severe that the women in Saudi Arabia is burning hijabs in the street. This is what you're going to see. When they finally break, they burning their hijabs. They haven't, remember how they used to do the book burning ceremonies? They're going to have hijab burning ceremonies in order to restore the women back to their rightful place all over the earth. It ain't going to miss nobody.
But there's no law that protects them.
It will be. It will be. It will be, because all of them laws that they using to behead them, stone them to death, right? Pass them around and rape them before they get rid of them and bury them. All that's a done deal. That's all coming straight from the orders of ancient Babylon. That's one of their sex magic rituals to diminish the divine feminine. And they really want it suppressed over there. Because all this time you've been had somebody living behind Mecca that's 14 feet tall. And he's sitting behind these two big steel gate doors, and he don't leave his domain. He's no better than to get caught on the land. But he's been there.
Who you talking about?
It's one of the children of Enlil. He ain't from here. You don't want to see him, trust me. But he's there.
Go down there, kill that motherfucker. That's how it's gotta go.
Ain't no go down there and kill him. You go down there and get killed fucking with him. But he there.
Yeah.
In order, when the word came out, they went to him and asked him who I was, because they didn't ever see me coming. And he had to bow down to the truth.
Let me get to the next caller. Listen, brother, I appreciate the call, my brother.
Ashe.
Peace. All right. Let's get to the next caller. We got Brian. Am I saying
I'm in the Madison Square Garden of Consciousness.
Yeah, MSG, brother.
What's good with it?
Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get it in.
Hey, look, so my man Rod, so man, at this point, you know, it seemed like it's end game and everything. You know, there's a lot of perspectives I hear whether we should partake in the law or we should just kind of do our own thing and just kind of live off the land. I hear you should invest in gold. As a guy here that has a family, what's the best route or what's some good advice that you know, that we could take as, you know, things kind of continue to spiral out of control before they
It's not
get
out of
better?
control. It's not out of control. It's not out of
It's not.
control.
It's not out
Not
of
out.
control.
No.
Okay.
It's
Well, I'm gonna
it's
let you
more.
speak on it.
Yeah, it's more in control than we've had in a very long time as the Earthborn.
Okay.
We in a unique position, the most unique position that we've ever been in.
It's deep.
You know, and ever since we've encountered foreigners, we've never, and I don't mean foreigners from across a different border because we didn't have no borders.
Okay.
We was a global society. We had reached high levels of development into what we call the gold age many times over. We had reached what you would probably call diamond and platinum ages, where our technology was so advanced, but some of our scientists got arrogant and they wanted to produce something better than what had already been created to that point and cause total destruction.
Okay.
Right. So this is from allowing outsiders to take control of spaceship Earth.
Okay.
It's like they gave the steering wheel to somebody that don't even own the spaceship, told him to run to the store, give me a pack of cigarettes, and he went joyriding for a couple 100 million years.
All right. So then just one more question then. As we start the
brother.
game.
No, brother. I said it specifically. One question, brother. Because we got to get to a lot of more people. You ain't hear me say that, brother?
No, I did, man. It's just I just wanted to know how we.
Yeah. All right, brother. I appreciate the call. We're gonna get
Thank
to the
you,
next
man.
call, brother.
Appreciate it.
You, all right, peace.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we're trying to get to as many people as possible, family. Let's get to the next caller. HK returns.
What up? What up?
Peace.
Peace, God, peace.
How y'all feeling tonight?
All right,
pretty smooth, pretty smooth.
Good. My question is, this postmaster in the UK. I've been seeing a video of him, or several videos of him talking about him.
You talking about Mark Christopher?
Yeah, him. Is that an official doing, or is it like the CGI that they just trying to buy a couple more days? You know,
he's a spokesperson for a group of generals in the military that's part of a group called the QAnons. He have an official position that had been vacant on the land for a couple 100 years because they didn't never fill the position because it gave the person in the position the authority to dismiss the interim government and to declare all foreign agents as hostiles and have them rounded up. Oh, he did do that, didn't he? That was his job. That's what he was supposed to be doing.
All right, let's
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, let me get to the next call. I appreciate the call, my brother. I was having a little reception problems. All right, brother. Thank you. All right, peace. All right, yeah, my internet be acting up sometime. I don't know why. Oh, all right, let's get to the next caller. Let me get rid of this person. And hold up, give me 1 second, y'all. Let's get to G Pilot.
Oh,
G Pilot, what's good, my brother? You got a question for Rod Hayes?
Yes, sir. Peace. Hey, appreciate it. Much blessings. So, look, I know that I've heard that, you know, in the past, we used to live in more darkness, right? Naturally, we only had fire and things of that nature. Being that we live in this age where we full of, you know, light all around us, coming from many different sources, and knowing that many of us are dealing with darkness within, and that's a battle on its own. So I'm just wondering, could you give us some insight on how we can use darkness around us to help, you know, heal or control the darkness within? What are some methods to do that?
Right. So that's a good question because one, first of all, he made comment about the light that we being saturated with. These, you gotta keep in mind, whether it's moonlight or a light bulb, that's all artificial light. It's artificial intelligence. Those frequencies carry data. Right. Now, at nighttime, or what we call nighttime, used to be lit up by Jupiter, and it gave the appearance of us being under a black light. Right. So a lot of us would like the neon colors of nature popped at nighttime under that light. Whereas now we have so much artificial light that we even drowning out the saturation of the lunar light, which is designed to control the cycles of the women and to take that control from them. Because they wanted to cause them to rapidly breed like rabbits, have as many children as possible in as younger age as possible. And the harder they oppress, the side effect of oppression is in the church, they used to say, steal away to your private places to pray. They was trying to give you a subtle clue. In the darkness is the only place that you can replicate the God seat at the center of creation. And if you want to develop your higher senses, you have to go put yourself on the God seat of your reality. If you don't do that, you can't get the shadow work done in order to break those mental ticks that they put in our brain. They all go off at different times at different levels because they know oppression is atmospheric. You can only oppress a person to the bottom as long as they're willing to stay there. The problem with that is the strongest ones can stay at the bottom the longest. So we've been at the bottom the longest because we the baddest ever born. The whole prophecies always said that the last shall be made first and the first shall be made last. Well, now it's the ones that's first was the ones that was last. Now we got to go back to our original places. Right. And the only way to get it back, you have to go and do that shadow work. You have to break those barriers that they placed on our mind by going into the darkness, because that's the chaos that they don't want us to be exposed to. That's reverting back to the womb that you developed in. Right. That's the most secure place you're going to ever be in your psyche, is in the total darkness. And that's why the Buddhists tell you to silence the thoughts in transcendental meditation. But it's more than just silencing the thought. It's going back to the source from which you came to find out why you came and who sent you. Mm-hmm. And that's how you start reading your book of life around you in the creation.
Hey, G Pilot, I definitely appreciate the question, my brother. What you got disconnected or something? What happened? Because my computer got,
Man,
what happened?
I definitely did get disconnected, but hey, I came in on a good part still.
All right.
Hey, well, I'm gonna run it back too.
Okay, I appreciate the call, my brother.
Much blessings. Thank you.
All right, blessings.
Yeah, I think I was the only one running for a minute.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on, man, with the technology. Let's get to the next caller. The moon the moon is always full.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Marianne from up here, the Allentown area. I was wondering what you thought of Rod, what you thought of Now, I understand it's a lack of.
Can you go back because you froze for a minute?
Yeah, you broke up. The computers, something's happening with the connection. Could you repeat your question?
Yeah, I'm negative blood. I'm A negative, and I never get sick, you know. But in my family, I had a son with blue eyes. Now I realize it's a lack of melanin. You know, I always get dark every summer. I found out through DNA tests I'm part American Indian. All you know, a lot. Found a lot that our family didn't know. But something just still. I have a hard time with people with blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm sorry. You know, something seems fishy to me.
It's your genetic memory.
Really?
Yeah. I
actually wanted to do a Zoom meeting with you guys, but I know you're real busy. You got a lot of guests coming up.
Yeah. So
and
what I'm
crazy, you know, I love the gold water too.
Look,
Sorry,
don't worry about what you experienced in the past. Determine the future based on your best life scenario.
Right.
Regardless of what color their eyes is, brown or blue. Right? So you reliving a genetic memory. I'm reading the energy. You got burned before at the stake.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Looking into the face of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Catholic priest, and this is where your
damn, you got all of that from her, Rod?
It's a lot more that I can't tell her everything. Some stuff she got to find out on her own.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got burned.
I astral traveled at age 8, and I knew I did it. You know, so you're right about something there. I might have been burned.
Yeah. So yeah, they burned you for witchery from sitting at the feet of a Gullah Geechee woman in Virginia.
This is how it comes so natural. Then I just fell into it, you know.
Yes, Big Mama called you over here to fight this conjure. We'll talk another time. Find me on Instagram.
Yeah,
I will.
I appreciate the call.
Thank you. Love you guys. Good night.
All right, peace. Let's get to the next call. The next call, Crystal J. Crystal J. Peace. Can't hear you. I can't hear you, Crystal.
Unmute your mic, sweetie.
Okay, got it. How y'all doing?
Peace.
Hey.
Peace, Brother Rich. Peace, Rod. Peace, Brother Rod. Yes, I'm so excited. I need to calm down a little bit. I'm turning on the light so you can see me. I'm so grateful to be here. I have so many questions, but the one question that I do have, on the last show, you talked about earth angels.
Yes.
So with my one question,